fans, welcome back to All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. I am excited for this contest as the Golden Boy, Dylan Drake, is going to take on J.R. Kratos.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing 227 pounds, the Golden Boy, Dylan Drake.
I'm joined once again in the broadcast booth by the unorthodox Jew, Levi Shapiro.
Come on, Roberts, you ever gonna get it right?
I got it
The
right.
unorthodox Levi Shapiro. Yes, I'm the chosen one, and yes, I'm excellent. But that's not the point, John Roberts. Right here, we're gonna see one of my personal favorites, Dylan Drake. He is
Golden Boy, former Universal Heavyweight Champion, one of the greatest competitors in all pro wrestling history.
And he's got a good thing. Got a new song here for J.R. Kratos. And a robe. What is this, John Roberts? This looks like a new and improved J.R. Kratos.
J.R. Kratos looking good. Looks like he's even packed on a few more muscles, on top of muscles, on top of muscles, if you know what I mean.
And his opponent, from Sacramento, California, weighing 268 pounds, J.R. Kratos.
He's taken a large few strides to achieve his personal dream of one day becoming APW Universal Heavyweight Champion.
Well, you know, the title's going to be on the line a little later on in a three-way match between B-Boy, Jekyll, and the reigning and defending Universal Heavyweight Champion, the self-proclaimed hashtag greatest in the garage, Adam Thornstowe.
There we go. You almost couldn't get it out there, Roberts.
Oh, come on, I got it out just fine. That's what she said.
Look at this. J.R. Kratos, man. He's just got a new look to him. Looks like he's got a new demeanor. He wants that belt. And he's going to have to go through a very arrogant Dylan Drake. You know, I give Dylan Drake a lot of praise. Levi Shapiro's got a lot of the similar interests as Dylan Drake. He's got that beautiful robe. He's got the very arrogance. And he knows what to do. He's got the beta breakers, and his track record's proof. I don't need to put him over anymore.
And you know what? Dylan Drake is hungry. He wants that Universal Heavyweight title back around his waist. And if he gets a victory over J.R. Kratos today, that could lead to a title opportunity later on down the road. But as you heard the bell sounds, this match is officially underway.
And if you look on the under end of that, John Roberts, you got J.R. Kratos. A win over Dylan Drake tonight can skyrocket him right to the #1 contender spot.
Oh, you're absolutely
depending
right.
who walks away at the end of the night with that belt, it could be anybody's game.
You're absolutely right. He's taking on a former Universal Heavyweight Champion, a man who has gone through hell and back, who has fought his way tooth and nail through steel cage matches in Dylan Drake. If J.R. Kratos can get the victory tonight, Kratos is well on his way to a Universal title shot. But right now, it's Dylan Drake with a side headlock in the center of the ring. Kratos able to counter, and now into a side headlock of his own. Good technical prowess there from Dylan Drake. Excuse me, from J.R. Kratos. As I'm being reminded that this is a #1 contenders match for the Universal Heavyweight title. The winner of this match, of course, will get an opportunity at the Universal Heavyweight Championship. And I gotta say, these two are at the top of their game, Levi.
You know, I'd have to agree with you, John Roberts. Right now, Levi Shapiro is not interested in going for the Universal title. You've got all these big contenders. You've got B-Boy, you've got Jekyll's, Adam Thornstowe, the reigning and defending champion, and then you've got Dylan Drake and J.R. Kratos. These are big guys with a lot on their plate. And I don't know if I can handle that personally myself right now.
Well, there's a couple shots from Dylan Drake as he tries to whip Kratos across. Kratos with some agility, but he gets caught.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that, John Roberts. One step ahead of the game. Dylan Drake caught him with the leg on that leapfrog right over. Brought him right down. It looks like he's working the knee right here off of that as well.
Well, he's starting to weaken up that leg, starting to weaken up an opportunity for the beta breaker. Drake applying more pressure to the knee. Lifting up Kratos and slamming him down hard onto that left knee.
Do you know, John Roberts, Dylan Drake is a man of knowing time-tested maneuvers what works in that ring and what doesn't. He doesn't go for his fancy flying moves. He has that very patented crossbody, but he knows what he needs to do is lay down force and just ground and pound till he gets that knee weakened for the Beta Breakers.
But now, what is the game plan if you're J.R. Kratos? What do you have to do in order to walk out the #1 contender to the Universal title?
Well, you know, John Roberts personally, Levi Shapiro thinks that J.R. Kratos has to keep his base. He's obviously an overpower on top of Dylan Drake, and he has to just remember that Dylan Drake is constantly going for that knee so he can get his Beta Breakers in.
Well, Dylan Drake in trouble, but able to crawl to the bottom rope and get the necessary rope break in order to break the hold.
Dylan Drake with good ring presence right there. You see how he was caught in there with his arm. He used his feet to catch along the bottom rope. Very smart by the Dylan Drake.
Very smart indeed by a former Universal Heavyweight Champion. These two men stalking each other from across the ring, sizing each other up, measuring, calculating their next move. And it's Dylan Drake on the offensive, trying to trip up the big man. And he does so, takes him down. And now going after both legs, alternating left and right with the boot. Now pulling Kratos over to the rope. What's he got in mind? Using the ring as a weapon, sitting down on that leg. Just targeting the left knee of J.R. Kratos. Fist to the face by Dylan Drake. Now drops him down to a knee. And an elbow to the back of the head knocks his equilibrium.
You see John Roberts, you see how he's not trying to go to the top rope to do any of this. He's staying grounded. He's using his momentum and his force to do it. What's this? J.R. Kratos slipping up.
Look at that.
One too much.
Oh, and a big drop kick. Running drop kick from J.R. Kratos. Power slam from Kratos.
Come on, Dylan.
Leg two. Only a 2 count. We were that close to crowning a #1 contender in the Universal title. Kratos takes Dylan Drake all the way to the outside.
Dylan Drake should be very afraid right now, John. We know what the capabilities of Kratos are.
Kratos has got some agility. The big man can fly. What's he got in mind for Dylan Drake? Kratos going to the top rope. Dylan Drake is in the front row of the war zone. He turns around. Oh, and he goes running for the hills.
Very smart. Very smart on the pants of Dylan Drake right there. He's running away. What does J.R. Kratos do? He falls for it. He goes after Dylan Drake. One step ahead of the game. Always. I love it.
And did you see the way that Kratos landed on his knee in the ring following that shot by Dylan Drake? He has not gotten up since then as Drake drops a leg across the knee of Kratos, and now he's got it hooked. He's got a grapevine.
Look at the intensity on Dylan Drake's face. He wants to break that knee. He wants to show J.R. Kratos pain.
He wants to hear tendons separate from bone. He wants to hear cartilage pop. And if he continues to hold it on, he may get that.
John Roberts.
But it looks like Kratos has got it converted into a figure 4.
Correct. It looked like he also had pressure applied to the knee of Dylan Drake. As you can see, Dylan Drake shaking it off right there. But just squaring J.R. Kratos right up again. Another one. Simple. Variance. That's all he's doing right now is variance.
Very
working
methodical.
the knee.
And now he's got a modified figure 4 locked in there. In the center of the ring, applying pressure. Kratos in trouble now. As Dylan Drake continues to torque the knee, applying more pressure. Kratos in trouble. He can't get to a rope from that position. He can't get to a rope break. He's going to have to break free.
If you look at the pain on the face of JR, it looks like he might be out of power. Dylan Drake getting a little skeptical right here.
Oh, but wait.
They're flustering around. Where are they going? Very nice again.
Leg Boston crab.
Again, ring position.
Right
ring positioning, John Roberts. To be a great wrestler, you have to know where in the ring you are at all times, and Dylan Drake is on top of that.
Dylan Drake, you heard the shot from his right fist. Now Kratos coming back with a couple of his own. A third one for measure. Dylan Drake answers back. One, no. Ducks the second one. Full Nelson applied in the center of the ring. Gets the separation by stepping on the instep. Dylan Drake stops the instep, gets the separation. Oh, and Kratos goes over the top rope, but he landed on his feet. Drake doesn't see him. Now he does. Goes for the shot to the gut. Kratos trying to fight back.
Oh no, John.
No way.
Just mad. There we go, Dylan. Block that, Dylan. What kind of lunatic is JR Kratos? What is he, just to suplex Dylan Drake right on there?
Oh, the clothesline takes him down. Kratos takes down Drake with the clothesline. What's he thinking? Slingshot's in. Nobody home for the spinning elbow drop.
Suplex right there. Going right on the top of his noggin. Dylan Drake's gonna take this one.
Only a 2 count though. Dylan Drake was that close to getting another.
John Roberts, I'm agreeing with Dylan Drake. Will Cuevas, referee, he needs to learn how to count a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, it's not that hard.
But right now, Dylan Drake is wasting time. He should be on the attack on JR Kratos. Kratos has an opportunity to recover right now.
There we go. Going right back for that knee.
Oh, but Kratos countered. Dropping him down. Kratos is poised now. He's got Drake right where he wants him. Kratos measuring his opponent, stalking his prey.
We've all seen this before, John Roberts. We know what he's going for.
Oh!
There we go. I love it. Choke him out, Drake.
With the slingshot
Just
by the
again,
center of the ring.
John Roberts, you see that one step ahead. He knew what JR Kratos was going for. He knew he was going to give him the spear, and he kicked him right in his noggin.
Sleeper hold applied.
10 minutes.
He's trying to break it down. Break down those tree trunk legs of Kratos. But Kratos in trouble. Kratos is starting to fall. He's starting to falter. Can Dylan Drake put the big man to sleep? No! Kratos back up to his feet right now. Slams Drake back into the corner. Does it one more time and gets the break. Kratos trying to charge up to go for one more assault. But Drake gets the foot up. Met with a fist from Kratos. Here he goes. Oh, and a big back elbow from Dylan Drake. Drake going up to the top rope. High red district. Cross body!
There we go.
Kratos
Rolls it over. What's this?
He lifted him up. Kratos now gets countered. Drake lands on his feet. Tries to set it for the ride. Kratos putting all his weight down. How the chop block takes down Kratos.
Dylan Drake's been doing a good job of keeping the monster off his feet right now. Looks like he's getting ready to apply it.
Dylan Drake looking for that beta breaker. Oh, but he gets countered. Oh! Kratos with a submission maneuver of his own. Perfect positioning to where Drake can't get to the bottom rope. Drake, he's got one choice. Either tap or pass out. And he's tapping out. Dylan Drake taps out.
No way, John Roberts. That's a mistake.
Your winner via submission in 11 minutes, 47 seconds, and new #1 contender for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship, JR Kratos!
And JR Kratos will face the winner of the triple threat match for the Universal Heavyweight title.
Are you kidding me, John Roberts? What is this? What is this disgust? This is a mockery of the sport of professional wrestling. JR Kratos had no reason being in the same ring as the Golden Boy, Dylan Drake. And I don't know how he pulled that one out from his pants. Oh, it just disgusts me.
Dylan Drake was looking for the beta breaker. Got countered by Kratos. And Kratos with a submission maneuver of his own. And he is victorious and is now the #1 contender to the Universal Heavyweight Championship.